These are 100 Fortnite items you're lucky to own, starting with the Merry Mint. This is a reskin of the Candy Axe and could only be unlocked through a code, and to obtain one, you had to buy Fortnite merch at GameStop back in Chapter 2 Season 1. Considering it's a rare version of one of the most popular and iconic pickaxes of all time, it's no surprise that the Merry Mint has become a fan favorite. Knowing how Fortnite treats exclusives, there's no telling if we'll ever see it in the shop. It's not the only time Fortnite has recreated one of its classic pickaxes, because the Fiendish wand is a Halloween reskin of the Star wand, but the best part, this pickaxe could be unlocked for free through Fortnitemares challenges last year. Because it's a free reskin of one of the best pickaxes, if you've got this in your locker, consider yourself insanely lucky. We've also gotten free rewards for Winterfest, and next we have Santa Dog. This Snoop Dogg outfit was given away as a free reward for the most recent Winterfest, and the best part, you didn't even have to complete any challenges to unlock it. All you had to do was log in, head to the Winterfest cabin and claim it. And let's be real, who's gonna complain about a free collab skin? Throughout the years, Fortnite has given us a ton of free collabs, with the most recent being Duplicate. This was a crossover with Invincible and could be obtained by earning XP when playing with friends through the Party Up Spring Raid quest. It's now being sold in the item shop, but you're definitely lucky if you're able to get it for free. But the next items were a part of the Gaming Legends series, Street Fighter. The Street Fighter crossover included a ton of iconic items like Chun-Li, Ryu, and Cammy, but it hasn't been seen in the shop in almost 1,000 days. This is one of Fortnite's most popular collabs, but if you just started playing in the past few years, you may have missed out. Another Gaming Legends series collab that may be gone forever is Arcane. Arcane Jinx and Arcane Vi have become some of the most wanted skins of the game, but because the Arcane show has come to an end, no one knows if they'll ever return. But the next item, Rivaled Sailor, could be unlocked by playing another game. This glider could be obtained by completing 10 matches of Marvel Rivals between December 7th, 2024 and January 7th, 2025. Fortnite has brought back challenge rewards in the past, so maybe someday it could make it into the item shop, but so far it hasn't come back, so you're lucky if you got this one. But we've also had some of the most popular Marvel items locked behind the Battle Pass, like Spider-Man. Because it was a Battle Pass reward, it'll likely never return, and although Fortnite has sold other versions of Spider-Man in the item shop, this one is definitely the best, having 6 different edit styles. And the same thing happened with Deadpool. This was the secret skin of the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass and could be unlocked by completing challenges. This outfit was a hit with fans, having styles with 2 suits and the ability to take the mask on and off, but because it's a Battle Pass item, it can never return. Fortnite did eventually release a new version of Deadpool for the item shop called Deadpool Pen and Ink, but let's be real, nothing beats the OG. It's not just Marvel items we've gotten in the Battle Pass though, because next we have Darth Vader. Vader is by far the most popular Star Wars character in the game, but sadly he was only obtainable through the Chapter 3 Season 3 Battle Pass, and although Fortnite did release Darth Vader Samurai in the item shop, you're definitely lucky to own his iconic original outfit. It's not the only great Star Wars item we may never see return, because next we have the Millennium Falcon. The Millennium Falcon is the most iconic starship Fortnite has added, but you could only unlock this glider as a Winterfest gift in 2019, and it's never been available in the shop. It was awesome for Fortnite to give this item to players for free as a Winterfest gift, but if you missed out, there's no telling if or when Fortnite will bring it back. Throughout the years, Fortnite has given us a ton of free rewards for Winterfest, which brings us to our next items, Blizzabelle and Crizabelle. Crizabelle was given away as a present in the Winterfest cabin, whereas Blizzabelle could be purchased for free through the Epic Games Store on PC, but if you missed out, you may be out of luck. 3 years later, they've never made an appearance in the item shop, and who knows if they ever will. Another skin that was given away for free was Rainbow Racer. You could unlock it through the reboot of Friend Quest back in Chapter 2 Season 6, but there was just one problem. Fortnite Primal was one of the most unpopular seasons ever, so on top of needing to play the game yourself, you had to play with a friend that doesn't play Fortnite, which made this item kind of hard to obtain. If you did get to unlock it, it was an awesome reward, as not only did you get the Rainbow Racer, but you'd also unlock the Drive Shaft and the Flare Fair. But the next item wasn't given away for free, but was more of a bonus, Color Splash Jelly. To get this outfit, you had to redeem a V-Bucks card between January 13th, 2025 and February 16th, 2025. And although Fortnite has clarified that these bonuses can be sold in the item shop later, it hasn't happened yet. Fortnite did the same thing with Midnight Scythe, because to unlock it, you had to redeem a V-Bucks code between March 18th and April 18th of 2024. I bet there's probably a lot of people that didn't know this event was was going on, but hopefully Fortnite will bring this pickaxe to the shop someday to give players a chance to buy it. If the Midnight Scythe looks familiar, it may be because it's a remake of Sunfall Scythe. If you're watching this video, you probably missed out on this one because this was given to players who bought a Japanese V-Bucks card during a promotion in 2023. Let's hope this item makes an appearance in the shop soon so players around the world will get a chance to buy it. Considering how limited this item was, if you own it, you're super lucky. But the Embers contrail was even harder to get because it could be unlocked by completing challenges at participating PC cafes in South Korea. You heard that right, not only was it locked to a specific region, but you also had to play in person at a designated location. Because of that, it's become one of the rarest items in Fortnite, and honestly, most players didn't even know it existed. Throughout the years, Fortnite has released quite a few items that were a pain to unlock, and that could definitely be said for Andromeda. Let's just say you were lucky if you managed to unlock this item. And the reason? Well, Fortnite didn't exactly make it easy to get. In fact, they only told players how to unlock it after it was already too late. To earn this skin, you had to play Fortnite on a Samsung device at least twice, once from December 3rd, 2022 to August 16th, 2024, and once from August 17th, 2024 to September 15th, 2024. Since this was such a confusing challenge, hopefully Fortnite will sell it in the item shop at a later date. I guess you could say unlocking it was complicated, which brings us to our next item, It's Complicated. This is a completely original Fortnite emote that used to come back to the shop pretty often, but ever since Fortnite bundled it as a bonus for purchasing Nintendo Switch earbuds, it hasn't returned. If you got it before then, you're definitely lucky because there's no telling if or when it'll ever come back. Another emote you're lucky to own is Point It Out. Point It Out is super unique because it's the only emote that allows you to showcase your pickaxe, but because it was locked behind the Chapter 1 Season 7 Battle Pass, it'll never be available again. Let's hope Fortnite decides to make more emotes like this in the future. While there aren't any other emotes to showcase your pickaxe, there are a ton to show off your instruments from Festival, with one of the luckiest being Crab Walking. To unlock this one, you had to get 5 wristbands in Fortnite Festival during Lady Gaga's season. Because not everyone plays Festival, and this was in the earlier days of the mode when it had less song variety, I bet a lot of players missed out on this one. But the next emote was only around for 3 days, Verve. This emote could be unlocked for free by logging in between July 27th and July 29th, 2020, but it's never returned, so if you went just 3 days without logging in, you would have missed out on this one. Hopefully you didn't miss out on unlocking it, and another item I hope you didn't miss out on is the Air Jordan 1s. These iconic kicks were added to the Remix Pass, and honestly, considering Fortnite sometimes sells shoes in the shop for the same price as an entire pass, this was such a steal. Not to mention, these are easily some of the best, just saying. Throughout the years, Fortnite has locked some of its most iconic items behind the Battle Pass, like Peely. Peely is one of the most memorable items in Fortnite, and probably the biggest meme skin in the entire game, but if you missed out on it, it's gone forever. And while there have been a ton of remixes added throughout the years, let's be real, none of them quite hit like the original. It's a similar situation with Meowscles. Meowscles quickly became a fan favorite. I mean, with his shredded physique and feline charm, who wouldn't use this skin? However, because it was a part of the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass, his original outfit is never coming back. But the best skin from the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass has to be Midas. Consider yourself lucky if you own this outfit, because it's become one of the most iconic skins in the game. Still getting a ton of reskins today, but sadly, if you missed out on getting the original from the Battle Pass, you're out of luck. Chapter 2 Season 2 brought us some of the best Fortnite cosmetics ever, which brings us to the Astro World Cyclone. Travis Scott is the most popular collab of all time, so it's really no surprise that players like the glider too, but it hasn't been available in over 1700 days, so it's gotten super rare. This glider was given to players for attending Travis Scott's astronomical event, and although a lot of players showed up for the event, if you started playing after Chapter 2 Season 2, you would have missed out on it. It's not the only free item you could have gotten from this collab, because next we have Rage. This was a recreation of the viral clip from a Travis Scott concert, but because it was a part of not only challenges but also the Travis Scott set that still hasn't returned, it's become one of the rarest emotes. But of course, the most wanted skin from the Travis Scott collab is Travis Scott himself. This outfit has not only been one of the most wanted skins, but also one of the rarest, being gone for over 1,800 days. Okay, I think if players knew he'd be gone for for that long, they would have made sure to pick him up. But the next icon skin could have been unlocked for free, Slayer Juice WRLD. Players waited for years for this crossover, so there was a lot of hype when it was finally revealed at the end of the remix trailer. On top of adding the regular Juice WRLD outfit to the shop, to celebrate his legacy, Fortnite decided to give away the Slayer Juice WRLD outfit for free by logging in between November 25th and November 30th, 2024. Don't worry if you missed out, because it has become an item shop cosmetic, being sold for 1500 V-Bucks, but hopefully you were one of the lucky players to get it for free. Another item you could have gotten for free is Lucky Lance. I mean, luck is literally in the name, what could be luckier than this? But seriously, this pickaxe could be unlocked for free through the Rebuild a Block quest back in Chapter 3 Season 3, but it hasn't been available since, making it increasingly rare. It's a similar case with the QWERTY axe. PC players will love this pickaxe, but it's been gone for over 3 years as it was only available through Island Games challenges in Chapter 2 Season 7. Another item that hasn't been available since Chapter 2 is Kratos, but you're super lucky if you have his golden edit style. On top of being a rare skin, his edit style is exclusive to PS5 players, making it even harder to obtain. It's not the only skin that Fortnite did this with, because Master Chief also got a black exclusive style to players on Xbox Series S or X. The outfit actually came back recently, but if you're on PC or PlayStation, sadly you won't have the edit style. But you may have Alloy's style. Just like Kratos, Alloy was given an extra style for players on PS5, and this one is kind of underrated, because people always talk about Kratos and Master Chief, but a lot of players forget Alloy has one as well. But a gaming legend everyone wants is Lara Croft. Although Fortnite did make a new version of Lara Croft for the item shop, it's a toss-up on which one you'll like more. While the shop version has a great design, the outfit from the Primal Battle Pass has a ton of edit styles. Not only that, but the gold style for Lara Croft's Battle Pass skin is sort of rare because the challenge to unlock it could be a little difficult. That season we also got Neymar Jr. as the secret Battle Pass skin. He's easily one of the best athletes ever added to Fortnite with his unique edit style and of course the hang loose celebration emote, but since he was locked behind the Battle Pass, he'll never return. So if you manage to unlock him, consider yourself lucky because not everybody got the chance to add this skin to their locker. The Primal Battle Pass had a few really good skins, but a Battle Pass you're lucky to own is Season 3. With the return of Season 3 through Fortnite OG, players were expecting reskins from the Season 3 Battle Pass, but instead we got remixes of Power Chord, Rex, and Raven. Because of this, it seems like we'll never get remixes of skins like Reaper and Elite Agent, so consider yourself lucky if you have the Season 3 Battle Pass. And one of the luckiest items from the Season 3 Battle Pass is Take the L. This is one of the most popular items for trolling, but because it was a part of the Battle Pass, it'll never return, and on top of that, it was added to the confrontational emote setting. Hopefully if you missed out on it, you were at least able to unlock Take the Elf. This is the closest thing we've gotten to a remake of Take the L, but it could be obtained by completing 14 days of Fortnite challenges back in Chapter 1 Season 7. But if you put in the effort to unlock it, it was definitely worth it because this one is a classic. Winterfest has brought us a ton of awesome rewards throughout the years, and one of the best is Winterfest Bushranger. This item could be obtained through Winterfest presents in 2023, and it's one of the coolest Christmas skins, so hopefully you unlocked it when it was available. I guess 2023 was one of the best years for Winterfest skins, because on top of Bushranger, we also got Holiday Boxy. Just like Bushranger, you could obtain this as a Winterfest present, and this skin was actually inspired by a fan-made concept. It was awesome of Fortnite to give it away for free, and another skin you could get for free in early Chapter 5 is Jackie, but this skin was unlocked through Rocket Racing challenges. Because Rocket Racing wasn't nearly as popular as modes like Battle Royale, Reload, and Lego, I think a lot of players might have missed this one. But the next item wasn't unlocked through challenges, but instead by watching live streams, Vibrant Vibin. This emote was available through Twitch drops from June 5th to June 9th, 2022, and it's never been sold in the shop, making it one of the rarest emotes. It's not the only time Fortnite's given away items through Twitch drops though, because next we have number 1. Fortnite gave this item a ton of different edit styles for different Twitch drops, and because a lot of players don't know about these promotions, many missed out on these. In Chapter 1, Fortnite released 2 different packs for Twitch Prime members, with the first featuring Havoc and Sub Commander, and the second featuring Trailblazer and the Freestyle and Emote. Over the years, these items have gotten super rare, and they prove you're an OG Fortnite player. Another item that proves you're an OG is Sparkle Specialist, but what if I told you this item could be unlocked without owning the Battle Pass? This skin was actually given away to players who placed in the top 100 of the Boogie Down contest in 2018, making it one of the only Battle Pass items you could get without owning the Battle Pass. Believe it or not, there's actually one other Battle Pass item that could be obtained without it, Ride the Pony. Ride the Pony was originally a part of the Season 2 Battle Pass, but it was later given away to owners of the Save the World Founders Pack. To make it up to the OGs, Fortnite made a variant of Ride the Pony called Pony Up for the original owners, and honestly, you're pretty lucky if you have either of these emotes. But the next emote was way more controversial, Laugh It Up. Laugh It Up is one of the emotes included in the banned confrontational emote setting, and it hasn't come back since then, leading some players to think the reason for its absence is because it's too toxic. Hopefully you're able to buy this when it was available, because this is one of Fortnite's most wanted emotes. But the next item shop emote was only available for 24 hours, Zombie Shambles. This emote was sold in the item shop for 200 V-Bucks to celebrate Fortnitemares, but for whatever reason, Fortnite hasn't brought it back. Considering it was only in the shop for one day, most players didn't even get a chance to pick this one up, but getting a rare emote for only 200 V-Bucks is pretty lucky. Fortnite has released a ton of awesome gliders over the years, but two that you're lucky to own are Cuddly Cloud Crusher and Rainbow Cloud Crusher. To unlock Cuddly Cloud Crusher, you had to attend the Ariana Grande event back in Chapter 2 Season 7, whereas the Rainbow Cloud Crusher was given away to Fortnite crew members between August 5th and August 9th, 2021. Neither of these gliders have made a return since, so a lot of newer players missed out on them. Fortnite crew has delivered tons of awesome cosmetics over the years, so if you've been a long time subscriber, you've gotten some awesome exclusives. Not only do you have skins like Galaxia and Vi, which haven't been seen in years, but Epic also rewarded members with legacy styles just for staying subscribed. Technically, Fortnite crew items could return for active crew members, but so far it's never happened, so if you've been rocking the crew since day one, your collection is looking pretty stacked. But some items players are hoping to see return soon are the starter packs. In Fortnite Remix, Epic shocked everyone by bringing back Wavebreaker, proving that old starter packs can make a return, but as of now, the rest of them are still missing. So you're lucky if you've got classics like Rogue Agent, Wingman, or the Ace in your locker, as they haven't been seen in years. Hopefully we can see some of the starter packs return for OG, but an item players wanted to come back but didn't is Mako. This one was only available to the OGs, because to unlock it, you had to reach level 25 back in Fortnite Season 1. However, there were some lucky players who happened to pick it up during its controversial appearance in the Season 2 item shop. That's right, in Season 2, Fortnite put Mako in the item shop for 500 V-Bucks, but this upset some of the original owners, so it never came back, and it's now been over 2,500 days. With Fortnite OG bringing back the Season Shop cosmetics, a lot of players, including myself, were hoping we'd see Mako make a comeback, but sadly, it's yet to make an appearance. Another rare item that made a short comeback to the item shop is Reflex. Originally, Reflex was only supposed to be given to players who bought an Nvidia graphics card, but it was brought to the item shop and stayed there for 2 days. This meant you could get a skin that some players spent hundreds on for only 1,200 V-Bucks. So obviously, Fortnite had to make things fair, and to do that, they granted Stealth Reflex to the original owners, but sadly, since then, Reflex has never returned, so hopefully you bought it when you had the chance. Reflex may have only been in the shop for 2 days, but the next skin, it returned for just 1 hour, and I'm talking about Paradigm. Originally, Paradigm was meant to be exclusive to the end event back in Chapter 1 Season X, but in Chapter 5, Fortnite accidentally brought it back to the item shop. Just an hour later, Fortnite decided to remove it, sparking a ton of controversy. OG owners were upset that their exclusive skin had returned, while new buyers had to use V-Bucks to get it. So to keep both sides happy, Fortnite gave Paradigm an exclusive Reality Warrior edit style. Since then, it hasn't returned, so if you were online during that 1 hour window and managed to grab it, consider yourself lucky. Paradigm isn't the only storyline character that's no longer obtainable, because there have been a ton of important skins locked behind the Battle Pass. So many of Fortnite's most important storyline characters like the Foundation, Midas, and Hope were locked behind the Battle Pass and may never return. Although some of these outfits have gotten item shop reskins, that can't be said for all of them. On top of important storyline characters, characters, we've also gotten collabs locked behind the Battle Pass, like Mandalorian. Mandalorian was a part of the Chapter 2 Season 5 Battle Pass and also included the Baby Yoda back bling. Because it was put in the Battle Pass, it hasn't been available since, so if you started after Chapter 2, you would have missed out on this collab. Another Star Wars item that's gotten super rare over the years is Jedi Training. This emote could only be unlocked through Star Wars challenges back in 2019, and because it's been over 5 years since then, it's easily one of the rarest Star Wars cosmetics in the game. But hey, with the next season rumored to be Star Wars themed, there's always a chance we could see some of these collab items return or get item shop variants, so fingers crossed. Another emote you could only unlock through challenges is Keep It Mellow. This is one of the first and rarest Icon series items, and this emote could be unlocked by completing Showtime challenges back in Season 7. But it's not the only item you could get from Showtime challenges, because to unlock Marshy Smasher, you had to use Keep It Mellow at various locations. These items were released to celebrate the Marshmallow event back in Season 7 and haven't been seen since. Who knows, maybe we could get another Marshmallow concert for Fortnite OG, and if that happens, hopefully the challenge rewards will return as well. Marshy Smasher isn't the only OG pickaxe that hasn't come back in years, because next we have the Throwback Axe. This is easily one of the most iconic pickaxes in Fortnite, being the original default axe from Chapter 1. But when Chapter 2 rolled around, Fortnite replaced all the default cosmetics with new ones. To keep the nostalgia alive, they brought the OG default skins back to the item shop, but as a special thank you to longtime players, they gave away the Throwback Axe for free. But sadly, it hasn't been brought back since, so if you claimed it back then, you're one of the lucky players who still get to use it in 2025. Another item you could get back in Chapter 2 was the Aquariaxe. This pickaxe is actually super underrated, and the best part, it was completely free. All you had to do was score 50 points in the Best Frenzy event, and just like that, the Aquariaxe was yours. It was a pretty easy reward to earn, but because it was a challenge item, it hasn't been available since. Another pickaxe you could get for free is the Shooting Star Staff. This one was even easier to unlock because all you had to do was log in during August of 2020. It was awesome of Fortnite to give it to us for free, but sadly, if you weren't able to claim it, it has never made an item shop appearance. But the next item was given away for free in the item shop, Heartspan, though there was a catch. You couldn't just buy this glider for yourself. In the spirit of Valentine's Day, Heartspan could only be acquired as a gift, meaning you had to rely on a friend to send it to you. This made it a bit tricky to get, especially if you didn't have someone willing to gift it. But if you're lucky enough to have it gifted to you, you now have a rare OG glider. Heartspan isn't the only glider you're lucky to own, because next we have Wastelander's Revenge. This glider could only be unlocked by redeeming a V-Bucks card between July 15th and August 11th, 2024. Like the other V-Buck card bonuses, Fortnite did clarify that this could appear in the item shop at a later day, but it hasn't happened yet, so hopefully you didn't miss out on getting it as a bonus. I would also bet a lot of people missed out on the Beastbrella, as this was unlocked through the Mr. Beast Extreme Survival Challenge. Unlocking this glider was way harder than it sounds, because with the $1 million prize, a lot of players got on to compete, and this glider was only given to the top 100,000 players. Because of this, it was super hard to unlock, and a lot of players missed out on unlocking it. Another free glider from Chapter 1 is One Shot, and this is one of the best umbrellas of all time. The One Shot umbrella comes in all black, making it one of the cleanest umbrellas in the game, matching with all outfits. To obtain it, you had to win a match of the Wix Bounty LTM back in Season 9, but it hasn't come back since. It's not the only item that you could get through the Wix Bounty LTM, because next we have Gold Token. This is one of the cleanest back blings, and it's the perfect combo for pretty much any gold skin in the game, and to unlock it, you just had to complete Wix Bounty challenges. Another item from Season 9 that you're lucky to own is Singularity. This is one of the rarest skins in Fortnite history, because rather than completing simple challenges to unlock it, you had to collect 95 Fortbytes just to unlock the skin. Because this was one of the more unpopular seasons from Chapter 1, and it was one of the hardest secret skins to unlock ever, a lot of players missed out on this one. But during the first Fortnite OG, we saw the addition of the Spectre Knight in the OG pass, which included a ton of different styles. With different options for helmets, patterns, and color schemes, if you own this one, you have one of the most customizable skins in the game. But one of the most unique skins you could get through the Battle Pass is Mystique. This outfit has a special ability that kind of makes makes it overpowered, because you could eliminate a guard and pretend to be an NPC, or eliminate a player wearing a rare skin and temporarily use the rare outfit. Since then, we've never seen a skin added with this feature, so you're lucky if you got this one when it was available. Another Battle Pass collab you're lucky to own is Rick Sanchez. When Fortnite announced a crossover with Rick and Morty for the Invasion season, fans were hyped. However, if you missed out on it, you're out of luck, because with it being a Battle Pass item, it can never return. Another crossover fans may have missed out on is Naruto. This is one of the most popular animes to ever be added to Fortnite, and when it was announced, a ton of fans were excited. 2 crossovers later, and nobody thought these would disappear from the item shop, but they haven't returned in over 800 days. Because it's been gone for so long, there's a ton of Naruto fans waiting for this outfit to return, so hopefully you were able to grab it when it was available. But the next anime crossover was locked behind the Battle Pass, Eren Yeager. Like Naruto, Attack on Titan is one of the most popular animes in the game, but Eren Yeager will probably never come back. Unless Fortnite were to bring back old Battle Passes, this item will never return, meaning it was exclusive to Chapter 4 Season 2. But the next skin you're lucky to own is Dante. In Season 6, Fortnite added the glow-in-the-dark outfits Rosa and Dante to celebrate the Day of the Dead. Although most years Rosa has come back to celebrate, Dante hasn't been seen since 2020. Some have speculated that he's been replaced by Salvador, but since Dante is an item shop skin, he could always make a comeback. Another item shop skin that's been completely forgot about is Breakpoint. Nobody really knows why the Breakpoint quest pack hasn't been returning, but at just $7.99, it was a steal. You're lucky if you own it though, because it hasn't been available in over 1,725 days. Some other items you could have gotten in the shop but have been gone for a long time are the New Year's cosmetics. Throughout the years, Fortnite has released a few different New Year's themed cosmetics, but the problem is that a lot of them have been themed around certain years. So if you're able to get items like Out with the Old, Midnight Glide Mask, and the New Year's 2020 glider, consider yourself lucky because they're probably gone forever. Another emote that has never come back is Good Guy. This emote was a part of a crossover with Free Guy and could be used to show positivity.
Don't have a good day, have a great day.
Or it could be the ultimate troll.
Don't have a good day.
Good Guy was only available through challenges, and although Dude has returned, this emote has never come to the shop. But the next collab emote, Distraction Dance, could be obtained in one of 2 ways, either through the shop or by buying Among Us through the Epic Games Store before June 9th, 2023. Considering it only had 7 shop appearances and hasn't been seen in over 1,000 days, a lot of players missed out on it. But it's not the only item from this crossover, because you could also get the crewmate backbling. Being able to equip the actual Among Us characters as a backbling was an awesome addition for Among Us fans, so hopefully these items make a comeback someday. But the next backbling could be picked up in the shop for free, Rust Bucket. Back in OG Season 3, Fortnite servers went down for 17 hours, stopping players from getting on, and this item was released to make up for it. Believe it or not, this is actually the backbling for Renegade Raider and Rust Lord, so who knows, maybe it'll come back someday, but if it doesn't, only some lucky OG players can say they own it. Another item only OGs own is Hot Marat. This was Fortnite's first ever collab cosmetic, and the best part, it was sold in the item shop for 0 V-Bucks. Yep, it was completely free. This emote was a part of a crossover with Wreck-It Ralph, and since it's never returned, it's become a rare piece of Fortnite history. Another classic cosmetic that a lot of players missed out on is the Crowbar. This could be unlocked through challenges in the Getaway LTM back in Season 5 and Season 8, and while Fortnite recently brought back the Getaway LTM for Fortnite Lawless, they didn't bring back the original rewards, meaning the Crowbar is still locked away. Who knows, maybe it could return in OG mode, but at this point, I wouldn't get my hopes up. If you missed out on the Crowbar, hopefully you were at least able to obtain the Vault Guardian for free by reaching tier 10 in the Most Wanted event pass. On top of including the Vault Guardian, this pass also included the Gold-Blooded Ace outfit for completely free. The Vault Guardian is one of the cleanest reskins of the Crowbar, and unlike the Crowbar, both of these items later had item shop appearances. But a skin that will never be available again is the World Warrior. This outfit was exclusive to the World Cup back in 2019 and hasn't been available in over 2,000 days. If you own this skin, you've got a historic competitive outfit. The same could be said for the earlier FNCS cosmetics. All of the FNCS items up until Chapter 4 Season 3 were limited time, up until the FNCS Renegade. These are all some really cool FNCS themed cosmetics that are getting really rare, so you're lucky if you haven't. many. After this, Fortnite started giving rewards for players who play ranked modes like back blings, umbrellas, and other items. On top of that, we've also gotten skins with special edit styles for getting to a high enough rank like Odyssey and Drakensteel Rider. Because you actually had to be good at the game to unlock these, a lot of players missed out on them. But the next skin was unlocked by playing in a tournament, Tart Tycoon. Back in 2020, Fortnite and Apple went to battle, with Fortnite being completely banned from the App Store. So to troll Apple, Fortnite hosted the free Fortnite Cup, and if you earned enough points, you got the Tart Tycoon skin for completely free. But here's the catch, once the event ended, it was gone forever. Only time will tell if we'll ever see this skin come back, and the same could be said for Indigo Kuno. Instead of being a part of a dispute, the skin was actually a crossover with PlayStation and could only be unlocked by placing high in the PlayStation Cup. Because we know this outfit is only owned by 6,000 players, you're really lucky if you own this one. If you've been a PlayStation player since the early days of Fortnite, you may be lucky enough to own some of the PlayStation Plus packs. Fortnite has released a ton of PlayStation Plus packs throughout the years, but sadly, once each promotion expired, they never returned, and some of the older packs have gotten super rare. The rarest and most iconic of the PlayStation Plus packs is definitely the Blue Team Leader, but there have been some awesome PlayStation Plus items that have released in the past few years, like Saltura, Blizzard Bomber, and Sub-Zero Cryptic. It's a similar situation with the Level Up quest packs. So far, none of these have returned, and they're usually a steal, coming with a skin, an edit style, a back bling, and a pickaxe with 28 free levels, but so far, none of the Level Up quest packs have ever returned. Maybe Fortnite could bring these back in the future, but because you had to complete quests to unlock the edit styles, the styles may be gone forever, so consider yourself lucky if you got one of these awesome bundles. Another pack that hasn't come back is the Golden Bane Guardian quest pack. Guardian Amara is the closest thing we've gotten to luck, so if you missed out on the Season 8 Battle Pass, this was the next best thing to buy, but Fortnite hasn't been bringing it back. But the next outfit was an even better deal because it was completely free, Runway Racer. This could be unlocked during the original Fortnite OG by completing Runway Racer quest, and all you had to do was earn account levels to complete challenges. You're even luckier if you own the Sideline Commander or Spiral Specialist. These skins were only given to a select few content creators to showcase it early, but it never actually came to the shop. When Fortnite released the second NFL collab in Chapter 2, they brought with it new referee skins, and although most of them came to the shop, the Spiral Specialist and Sideline Commander never officially released. The reason why is because they're pretty much exact copies of the Whistle Warrior and Striped Soldier from Chapter 1. But we also have wraps you're lucky to own, like Heartbeat. This wrap could be unlocked as a reward from the Reboot a Friend event in Chapter 2 Season 6, and it hasn't been available since, making it increasingly rare. This wrap had a really cool design, so I think a lot of players would like to see it make a return. Another awesome wrap is Rainbow Fog. This one couldn't be obtained by challenges, but by linking your Epic account to your House Party account. Let's be real, most players probably didn't do this, as House Party wasn't that popular of an app, even being discontinued in 2021. Maybe we could see those make a return someday, but the styles for Party Trooper will never return. To unlock the J Balvin style for the Party Trooper, you had to attend the J Balvin Party Royale event. Considering this was just a Party Royale event, not as many players attended it, so this one is actually very rare. Party Trooper also has a third style called the Neon Party Trooper, and to unlock it, you had to attend the Ariana Grande Rift Tour event back in Chapter 2 Season 7. These edit styles make the Party Trooper way better, so hopefully you were able to unlock these. Another style you could unlock by attending an event is the Magma style from Marshall Nevermore. But the last item you're lucky to own is Polo Prodigy. Sold in the item shop for 1,500 V-Bucks, this outfit quickly became a hit with fans for its clean design and the fact that it's a crossover with a popular clothing brand. However, it hasn't made an appearance in the shop in over 600 days, and I bet more players would have bought it if they knew it'd be gone for so long, so you're lucky if you got it when it was available. But that was 100 Fortnite items you're lucky to own, and if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like the one on screen now, and I'll see you there.